Alright, fellow metal maniacs out there, today's video comes from, KK, him, from a, post that KK just put up on Facebook, saying that, that just like, Rob did before he rejoined, Judas Priest, back in 2004, late 2003, KK has supposedly sent a letter to his former bandmates and probably more likely their management, just asking them on their position as to whether they had thought about potentially inviting KK to participate in the band's 50th anniversary tour next year, and unfortunately, supposedly the response is at this time that at least probably from a management perspective, KK was supposedly given the answer that at this time that there sadly are no plans to try and bring back KK, and to me, guys, again, this is kind of sad, because still on one end I get Rob, Glenn's, and Ian and Scott's view of it from one side. KK walked away from the band just as they were about to head out on the Epitaph farewell tour, which was almost 10 years ago at this point. So I can somewhat understand sort of their reservations about letting KK back into something that he at least at the time in 2011 seemed to have no further interest in music or his importance and relationship with not only his former brothers, bandmates in the band, but just lack of interest in music as well. So I can get their side of not wanting to bring it back that way, but I do think Rob, of all people, should at least should be the one to say, hey, let's give Ken a chance to come back into the fold, just like you guys did for me back in 04 after 12 years. And guys, I do feel like that is a side of this whole story that I think Rob, Ian, and Glenn, at least in some aspect, but especially Rob in this situation, I think that he needs to re-look at that letter and look at KK's perspective, especially because just like they seem a little resistant to 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 like KK return to the band in any fashion now. Well, again, that is the same kind of answer that they could have given Rob back back in '04, late '03, and Angel of Retribution, Nostradamus might have never even happened because because they because Rob led them in much of a similar way that KK did, even though Rob obviously continued to 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 perform the music in his own way, whether it be with Fight, the short-lived project too, or of course his most well-known side project band simply called Halford. Just in the fact that I I think that KK deserves the 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 second chance that Rob got 17 years ago by now. So either way, guys, and that leads me to one more point. What if if the if Judas Priest gets into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year? I think they owe it to all of of us metal maniacs and metalheads to do the right thing, and hopefully we can see Rob, Ian, hopefully Glenn, and KK, Scott, and well I'm not even gonna mention Ling's list because I don't think he deserves to be inducted with the band at all, but hopefully if the band gets into the Hall of Fame this year, let that be the one last time we get to see the the original metal gods in all of their glory. So again, guys, KK has reached out to Judas Priest, but at this time, unfortunately, supposedly there are no plans at this time to involve KK in the 50th anniversary tour.